Hi everyone, so we are learning about fungal infection. So first of all, we are learning pityriasis versicolor. So another name of pityriasis versicolor, it is Tinea versicolor. So this is a picture of this pityriasis versicolor, and let us say about a clinical presentation of this case. So a patient is presenting with a hypopigmented patch on the upper trunk. So just note down the point what we are saying, hypopigmented patch on the upper trunk, and patient is not complaining of any itching. So that is a presentation of pityriasis versicolor. Okay, now let us see more about this. Okay, so first of all, let us see why this name is like this, pityriasis versicolor. So why pityriasis? What is the meaning of that? Pityriasis actually means it is very fine, powdery or briny scales. So here scales will be there. Sometimes as such the scales will not be visible, but when you give a scratch the scales will be very clearly visible. So that is scratch sign. Scratch sign will be positive here. In pityriasis versicolor, scratch sign will be positive. Okay, and next versicolor. Why this name versicolor? So it is actually meaning it can have different varieties of colors, various colors. Okay, versicolor, that means it can get different colors. It can be hypopigmented, hyperpigmented or erythematous, but mostly what we see it is hypopigmented patches. So this is a case of acquired hypopigmented patch. That means after the birth, at some point of time when we get this infection, the skin in that region it gets hypopigmented. So it is a case of acquired hypopigmented patch. Okay, so now we have seen that mostly it is hypopigmented, but it can have different colors. It can have even hyperpigmented, erythematous, pink, brown, every colors it can have. Okay. So now the question is why it is hypopigmented patch. Okay, so we will see the explanation for each. So why it is hypopigmented? Because in our skin the pigmentation is because of melanin. So the formation of melanin we actually need an enzyme tyrosinase, but here this enzyme is getting inhibited by this so who is actually causing this pityriasis versicolor? It is Malassezia species. Malassezia. This is a fungus. Malassezia is a fungus. So Malassezia, there are different species like Malassezia furfur, Malassezia globosa, like that. So this fungus, this is actually releasing something called azelaic acid, which is inhibiting tyrosinase. So there is no melanin production. That is why it is a hypopigmented patch. Now the question, sometimes it can be getting hyperpigmented also. So why hyperpigmentation can occur? It is the hyperpigmentation is because of abnormally large melanosomes. So in case if there is abnormally large melanosomes, then in that area it will be hyperpigmented. But we told that mostly the case will be hypopigmentation. That means whitish, almost pale colored macules will be there. Okay, hypopigmented patches are most common. Now next one, the question upper trunk. We have seen that it is in our question it was in upper trunk. So the question is why in upper trunk? What is the reason? So most common site of getting infection of this Malassezia species, it is upper trunk, because this fungus is a lipophilic fungus. So lipophilic actually means it loves lipid areas. Okay, that means the seborrheic areas. Seborrheic areas means the areas where it is more oily, where there is more sebum production. So in the upper trunk, that region gets very easily sweat. So that's why this region is mostly the most common site for this pityriasis versicolor. Now you should remember this. You can see here the hair. So around the hair follicles, this firstly this in fungus will be infecting the perifollicular region. So that is the area where seborrheic area, isn't it? That's why in the perifollicular area, first of all you will get small hypopigmented patches. Later they all coalesce to give a large hypopigmented patch. So that is why the most common site is upper trunk. Next question is itching. So we have told that there will be itching. There will be no itching. Okay, itching is unusual in pityriasis versicolor. So why there is no itching in pityriasis versicolor? Because this we have said that the fungus is Malassezia species. So this Malassezia is getting affecting the which area of the skin? The stratum corneum of the epidermis is getting affected. Stratum corneum is getting affected. So at the top of the stratum corneum your infection is occurring. That's why the immune system cannot pick up very easily. That's why there is no itching. Usually itching will not be there. Okay, so that is the reason for all the about this pityriasis versicolor. And this you can see in this picture, hypopigmented large patch. Also some areas you can see small patches. Later they can coalesce. Now when you see this is to say that initially the infection will be perifollicular region, seborrheic areas. Okay, later they can coalesce to be a large hypopigmented patch. So this is the scales you can see. So initially sometimes the scale may not be visible, but after a scratch it can be clearly visible. So scratch sign is positive. And how the scales are? They are fine, they are powdery, briny scales. Okay, so that is why the name is pityriasis. That means this powdery, briny. Okay, now when you look at okay, so this is all about pityriasis versicolor. And on investigation you cannot actually do a culture, because this is actually a normal inhabitant of the skin, and sometimes only it can cause such infection. Okay, so doing a culture is not advisable at the same, or not helpful. So what can we do is we can do a Woods lamp examination. On Woods lamp examination, what do you observe? The color will be yellow color. You get yellow color. Okay, and another important thing which you should remember, this is also another investigation after KOH. So KOH is alkaline, it can dissolve the fungus. So you get this appearance. This is spaghetti and meatball appearance. Spaghetti and meatball. So here you can see the meatballs will be the spores. So you can see the spores that will become the meatballs, and you can see the hyphae that will become the spaghetti. So another we say there is grape and banana appearance. So again the same, grape will be the spores and banana will be the hyphae. Okay, so these are the investigations that you can do, KOH and Woods lamp. Now regarding treatment. So in treatment, the drug of choice is actually topical azole, like miconazole, ketoconazole. So another thing you can give is topical selenium sulfide. Selenium sulfide can also be given. And it is very important to remember that we do not give oral griseofulvin or terbinafine. Both oral and topical we are not giving here. Okay, griseofulvin and terbinafine we are not giving. The oral griseofulvin or terbinafine is not at all recommended in pityriasis versicolor. So the first line drug is always topical, and that is mostly topical azoles and topical selenium sulfide. Okay, so so you should remember spaghetti, meatball, yellow in Woods lamp, scratch sign positive, seborrheic areas, and you should remember the why most common site is upper trunk and stratum corneum. That's all.